Welcome back. Have you been... Excellent. Very well. Here is your reward. Of course.
Morning.
Hey, be more careful.
Yes.
All of us here thank you for everything you've done. For us, for the wastes. We pulled together and got you this. It's the best we could do. No. Is it there? Are there books? Oh, can I go borrow? Well, that's not really much. So, how's the place looking? How long before I can... Oh, it's about time. I guess everyone else is watching out for their precious... Still, it's good to know it's standing. Maybe I'll inspire someone to take... I want to find out the history of how a success... I've also got to do a section on working with old computer electronics. So there's some research to be done in the old Robco production facility. And that'll be it for the last chapter. Don't be so sure. In this case, I'm talking about Rivet City. It's the most successful survivor settlement around. Of course, that's why it's important to know how a place like that... Oh, now I can't wait for what... My...
In the past, and the resplendence of the promise of our division in the times to come. Give your bodies to Atom, my friend. Release yourself. Yea, your suffering shall exist no longer. It shall be washed away in Ashes flow.
What do you need? Well, I'll be. The pressure's up in the plant. But listen, it's only a matter of time. I'll give you caps for any scrap metal you can bring me. You'll find it all over the place out there. If I have a steady supply of scrap. Good. This just keeps...
Let me or a Look, I appreciate your helping with Zimmer, but I really just want to put all... Now, is there something I don't exactly have time to worry about the history around here, now do I? I've got to worry about what's happening on... Bannon and Dr. Lee and I all... It's pretty informal.
They call me Shrapnel. Don't know you, don't care.
Welcome to Potomac Attire. I think I... Why, I practically set this whole place up. When I got here 12 years ago, it was just a handful of dead-enders squatting in a rusted... Now I'm on the council, and with my leadership, we're the strongest settlement in the wastes. Of course, a few of those dead-enders... Precise. Oh, of course, we're all equals there. People would complain if we didn't at least say that. Dr. Lee, Chief Harkness, and I are all on the... I can be very... He's a... Well, let's... I can...
This is a quick fix. Well, I don't really know, but I've heard Bannon talk about how he was responsible for its success. So I'd ask him about it. I'm sure...
If you want any history, fuck.
Let me introduce myself. I am... My special... Suit you...
Welcome to Gary's Galley. I heard the place was settled by mercenaries who used to scavenge deep. Thank you.
I suppose I ought to get to work.
Don't you have a component to deliver?
Yeah, I heard she was drinking river water.
Maybe a quick fix has something that will help you sleep. Cindy's got all kinds of accounts.
Hey there,
Sort of battle in the city yesterday.
Ted Strayer. You can chill with me if you want. Lady, I only just got here myself. Ain't nothing I could tell. Later.
The gate.
I'm on duty. Make it... She's some sort... Her lab is... Bye.
I'd rather be alone just now. I'd rather be alone just now.
Quite an impressive collection, isn't it? Abraham Washington's the name. Curator of this little slice. Ah, a fellow scholar. Each of the documents in this room tells a small... Unfortunate. Why, yes. Your knowledge of American history is... What an amazing... Oh, would you? It would mean so... Excellent! You can find the Declaration of Independence in the D.C. ruins. You'll find the National Archives, or what's left of it. The building should contain the document in a protective glass case. Here. It's funny now that you ask. I can tell you all about the Capitol, but I really haven't got any idea about Rivet. I can't see how important it is compared to the Capitol's history, but maybe back. Be careful.
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
What else do you want? I've already told you everything. Rivet City is one of the few bastions. I could tell you all about the science lab, but even though I was here near, it all seems like a lifetime ago. And good luck.
Yeah? Please excuse me.
What do you need?
Be careful around these fruits and veg. If it hasn't got to do with the science... So...
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
Yes? I'm Diego, the act... Oh yes, Father Clifford. I heard tell the place used to be run by raiders, until someone cleared the whole place out.
I am Father Cliff. She is the if you... Oh, it's not the past of the city. But if you're interested, I believe Miss Weatherly or Mr. Bannon would be glad to speak.
Hey.
Yes? This place won't clean itself. That's my job. Look, I'm busy.
you look where you're going?
Sold into slavery by raiders, she was son Aaron from her and sold him. She prayed every night to God for his safety. She did not pray for herself.
Don't mind me.
Although her burden was great. Each night she would preach. Aaron had
Yes?
Want to do some buff out? Who are you? Got... Ha! Thank...
hello.
Don't even think of breaking into that.
Did you hear about the fight in the Muddy Rudder last night?
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
Place some tables and chairs.
I'm sure she'll just scrounge some from the lower deck.
Don't mind me.
There was some sort of battle in the city yesterday.
Evening.
The gate guard said the gunfire went on for over an hour.
That's why I'm glad I'm in here. Good old Rivet City.
Me too. Nothing is getting through these walls.
That's why I'm glad I'm in here. Good old Rivet City.
Oh, hey there.
Me too.
Nice to see you again. Well, I could tell you all about my hotel, but I'm sure I don't know anything about. I mean, you hear rumors and you make. Well, if it'll help, I once heard that this place. Eventually, some poor soul they thought would be lunch fought back and cleared out the. They say he was the first counselor for the upper deck and lived here to his death. Well, I really shouldn't tell you, but he's addicted to chems. You haven't heard? Angela? But since he's a priest, he's been putting... Why
Nothing is getting through these walls.
One of the new immigrants.
One of the new immigrants died of radiation poisoning last week.
Yeah, I heard she was drinking river water.
Ship's water. What are you looking at? Yeah, that was bad. I'm sure they'll do something about it. Evening.
What's your beef?
Good to see you.
Evening. Is this interruption... disgusting, isn't it? Someone should talk to that boy. Why, I practically set this whole place up. When I got here 12 years ago, it was just a handful of dead-enders squatting in a rusted-out rowboat. Now I'm on the council, and with my leadership, we're the strongest set. Of course, a few of those dead-enders still... That's just a technicality, really. This wasn't what you'd call a settlement until I whipped them all into shape. More of a... But I suppose if you really care about what they have to say, you could... Don't expect a speck of truth from them, especially not that bartending crone, Belle Bonnie. She tells them... Precisely. After sponsoring the settlement and organizing the city... Oh, of course, we're all equals there. Bye. Is this interruption really Why, I practically said... Now I'm on the Of course... Technicalities, Yep. Tamper with that and we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, you need something? Fred, I can't help you. Maybe Bannon can help you out. He sure acts like... I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any? Nothing other contact.
Are you looking at me?
Any trouble in this area?
Good to see you.
Any luck finding out how... Yeah. Well, if it's all you could find... Really? That's pretty... I mean, really, I'm not sure I can believe that. But I guess if that's what... Oh well. Still, for your help, have a few of these. It does, doesn't it? I mostly just deal with it after it's junked. But a trader gave me this bit of electronics from the rob. If there's a way to reactivate and control the robots there, it'd make for a good example of harness. Yeah, you should just be able to plug it into the mainframe at the Robco production facility. It'll give you access to the robots and terminals. Okay, here. And be sure to keep an eye peeled for any other examples of how to make. Good.
Dad says not to talk to strangers.